we say to America is be true to what you said on paper. But somewhere I read of the freedom of assembly. Somewhere I read of the freedom of speech. Somewhere I read of the freedom of press. Somewhere I read that the greatness of America is the right to protest far right.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Keeping them liable here. This is a follow-up of the video that I posted yesterday, and I got a lot of response from that video. The police department wrote an apology. Well, it's not really an apology, it's something saying that they're gonna address the issue, and a lot of people are asking me to do a follow-up of my complaint. This is my complaint. I'm not too happy with it. I am gonna be going back. I'm gonna be asking for an apology, actually. I don't know if that's gonna happen or not, but we'll see how it goes. I don't like how this turned out. I was debating whether to post it or not, but here it is. You guys be the judge. Continue to send emails, continue to make phone calls. If you see something that you don't like, speak up. Let me know in the comments. I try to respond to every single comment. The minimum I could do is give it a heart, thumbs up or thumbs down. Check it out. Here we go.
I just called. What? I just called. I wanted to talk to the lieutenant in charge.
Lieutenant?
Yes, please.
Hold on a second.
Thank you.
What do you need him for?
I have a couple of.
What's your name?
Al.
Alan?
Just A-L.
Al?
Mm-hmm.
What's it for? The officer in charge to know.
I just have a couple of complaints about a couple of officers. I just want him to identify them for me because they failed to identify. So I'm trying to file a complaint against them, and I won't be able to if I don't know who they are.
All right. So did you talk to an officer in charge?
I called, and they told me that a lieutenant is here, and he'll be willing to come out and speak to me. I can hear you.
He's booking somebody. He'll be right up. If you give me your name, I can open up the call that you were referring to.
What call?
You said you were on a call, or what happened?
No, I just called like 5 minutes ago, and I couldn't get through. They kept transferring me, and I couldn't get through. So dispatch told me to come, because I was right around the corner.
You're looking for the names of officers?
2 officers, yes.
Okay, from what? From what? What call?
What call? I don't know. I didn't call. The cops were called on me.
Okay, so there must have been an incident. When did it happen?
On Tuesday.
Let me just give me your name. What's your name?
There was no name. I didn't identify
No,
myself.
what's your name?
I never gave it.
How come you didn't give your name?
Because I didn't have to.
Oh, all right. I'm trying to look up the call, but how do I look it up? When did it happen?
It happened on Tuesday around 2:45.
What address was it at?
It was at the 99.
The 99?
Yes,
On Tuesday?
correct.
All right, hold on. It might take a little while. I gotta look it up.
Take your time. Originally, it was a traffic stop.
You were stopped in a motor vehicle?
No, not me.
Somebody else was?
Right.
Do you know what time?
About 2:45
2:45 p.m. or
p.m.
a.m.?
p.m.
PM?
Correct. I don't know if it helps. There was a SWAT member, a SWAT team,
SWAT team or SWAT truck?
SWAT pickup undercover truck.
Like a box truck or something?
No, it was a pickup truck.
Yeah, I had a box truck
No.
in the back?
No, just a regular pickup.
Okay.
How you doing? Good, yourself? So I wanted to file a couple of complaints about two officers for an incident that happened on Tuesday. And I'm not able to do that. Thank you.
Why can't you do that?
Because they failed to identify.
Alright, so they're taking care, they're trying to figure that out for you?
They're trying to, but I thought it would be easier if I could just, I have pictures of them.
Okay.
But they said it'll be, oh, there's actually 3 of them. This is one. He's from a SWAT team.
Yeah, and what was your interaction with them?
So basically, I thought it was bizarre to see a SWAT member pulling up a civilian on a private property, so I just pulled out my camera and started recording.
Yeah, I mean, he's not in SWAT uniform, he's just in...
He had a SWAT shirt.
Yeah,
on.
he was on the SWAT team, but he's probably working plain clothes or something.
Well, his shirt on the video, because I have a video.
Yeah,
it just caught my eye. To see,
Yeah.
shirt that says SWAT
Yeah.
with, a khakis and the radio talk and a badge on his necklace or whatever. It caught my eye. So I made a video, and this person had a problem with it,
Yeah.
and he failed to identify. So he called for backup.
Okay, so you asked them for their names. Did you get their badge number?
No badge number, no name. None of them, 4 of them showed up to this call for absolutely no reason.
Yeah.
Only because I was recording,
Yeah.
and they had a problem with me recording them conducting their business. It's a First Amendment protected activity. I'm actually a journalist.
Yeah, they know better than that. They know they're
I mean,
supposed to do that.
I would-
We've had incidences before.
I would think
over
by
the
now,
summer. Yeah, everybody. Yeah.
I would think by now,
Yeah.
officers
All right.
know that. So
Are you recording me right now?
I stopped for a minute, but I've been recording the whole time. I just started recording again
Yeah.
because I wanted to. So you know who they are?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you be able to give me their names?
Yeah. The first one's Officer Joe Turner.
Can you please write it down for me?
Yeah, I don't have any paper. If you have anything, is that something I can write on or?
This is something I wanted to leave for you actually. I don't know if they have the proper training. You said that they did, but these are all the case laws from First Circuit, all the circuit to the 11th.
Let me get them. When was this thing?
Tuesday, around 2:45 p.m. 4 individuals showed up. All 4 of them didn't identify, except actually one of them kind of identified. But none of them had name tags.
No, we don't have name tags. We do have badge numbers though.
Right. But the officers, their badge wasn't a metal piece. It was more like embroidered in there, like this. No, it wasn't metal. It was embroidered right into there.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So that doesn't have a badge number. So if you don't have, a name tag, and you don't have a badge number, and you fail to identify,
First guy is Joe Turner. The second guy is Dave Wilson.
is there badge numbers?
I don't
don't know
have
why.
badge numbers. Believe it. I mean, I can get it for you. This guy can get it for you at the window, but let me see if I can get it. I get their ID numbers right
Thank
there.
you.
317 and 256.
So, who's who? There's the Asian guy?
The first guy is Joe Turner, 317. Second guy is Dave Wilson, 253.
Okay. Okay. You mind telling me when was the last time they got training on public photography?
I would We go through training every year. Whether or not that's included in it or not, I couldn't say. But I mean, everybody should be aware by now.
That's what I'm saying. That's that's why I'm out here. He's telling me that you can record me, but you can't record the interaction. You can't record the civilian. So how am I supposed to record you and not record the civilian? He says it's a two-way party, but I'm in public, and the civilian's in public.
Yeah.
And he's saying that the person complained to him, and he didn't want to be recorded.
Yeah.
And I try to tell him that there is no expectation of privacy.
Yeah.
And,
Who was that said that? Which one said that? They're mistaken.
They are. And they said they have to have a law and a lot of viewers. This one.
Yeah.
So he's David? He's Dave?
Yeah.
Dave Wilson, okay. And he's the one that said, no, I do not have to identify. I explained to him that it's actually a law.
Yeah.
Most places, it's a policy.
It's very publicized. Everybody should know about it by now.
A lot of police stations, it's just policy, but in Massachusetts, it's actually a law. So if you don't identify, you're actually breaking a law. It's Chapter 41, Section 98D, which I told him. And he's going to turn around and tell me, oh, Google's working for you. Yeah, Google is working for me. What's the point? You still have to identify. But I'm going to be, talking to Internal Affairs. I do have the full video. I'll be filing a complaint about these two. The other two, they weren't really so bad, so I'm not going to try to be that guy to just complain about everybody. Yeah. These two crossed the line. He called me a loser. This one. Again, I have it on video. I requested a supervisor. As soon as he stepped out of the car, tried to use intimidation tactics, steps in my space, blocks my freeway I was trying to walk. He blocks me, tells me this is a free road. I can walk just like you can, but you can't block me from walking. He literally stops right in front of me every time I try to go around him. He blocks me. Little kid stuff. This is unnecessary. For a guy that's, 50 plus years old, to be acting the way he was acting is unacceptable. Unacceptable at all. So, refused to, after he was saying what he was saying, I kept telling him that you're wrong, and he just kept getting more mad at the fact that he's telling me that I can't record. I'm telling him, yes I can, you're wrong. So I requested for a supervisor. He steps out of the car, he calls for backup. 4 guys show up. None of them were supervisors. 5 minutes later, they're like, there's nothing we can do here, he can record. They pretty much, that's what he said. He got so mad. They left, and then, but again, I'm not saying just, trying to make him look bad. He got me to a point where I was cussing, I was, saying what I was saying too, because he got me angry. He was mocking me, he called me a loser, so I called him names also. So I'm not gonna deny that. So, refusing to call for a supervisor, that's policy, right? That's not really law, that's just policy, right?
Yeah, it depends.
In Revere.
We can't accommodate every call we go on, someone's asked for a supervisor. You know what I mean? They have discretion.
Yeah, but if he's gonna call for, 4 other officers, and then they're gonna surround me, and he's gonna stop me from, he said on the call, he called control, and said that if he goes into the traffic, I'm gonna have to detain him. That's why I said this is a public road, public sidewalk, public easement. You can't detain me from being on the public easement. And that's when I asked for a supervisor, and 4 people showed up, none of them were supervisors. And then when I kept asking, where's the supervisor? He's like, oh, forget it. And then he just leaves. After he told me that he called supervisor, and I was waiting for a good 10 minutes, and then he basically lied. He didn't really call for a supervisor. So you're saying...
I don't know, I wasn't there. But
right.
I'll definitely reiterate it to my guys to let them know.
Is this something that should go...
I don't work with those guys, so, but I will do...
Is this a night shift already?
No, days still.
Yeah, it changes at 4, right? Is it 4? 4:30. Okay. Okay, I'll just... Can you write me down the sorry man.
Yep.
The internal affairs number.
Yeah,
Because
Look at how his face is gonna change as soon as I say I need the phone number of the internal affairs. he's gonna change and he's gonna try to tell me that I can't file a complaint with the Internal Affairs because he is gonna take care of it. And him taking care of it is basically gonna talk to his buddies. I'm not having it. I'm going back. I don't like how this turned.
Because I really, I don't want to have to keep getting mistreated.
Yeah, I mean, we don't, detectives handle internal affairs, it depends what the situation is. They wouldn't necessarily do a citizen complaint that's not breaking the law, so.
It is breaking the law.
Okay, that's not criminal.
And he's exactly making my point. He's not breaking the law. He is breaking the law. It's not criminal. But he's breaking the law. I want to talk to Internal Affairs. What are you talking about?
So they can just break the law and nothing can
No,
get. There's no disciplinary action.
No, we have a complaint. I mean, I'm handling it now. You're giving it to me.
Right.
So this is something we would handle informally.
Right.
So this is something we would handle informally. It's not something that that Internal Affairs would need to get involved in. You know what I mean? So.
Okay. So can you follow up with me? What are you gonna do as a lieutenant for a disciplinary action? How are you gonna handle it so I can feel comfortable next time if I record a police officer, because I am, that's what I do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I try to stay away from Revere because I'm from Revere. Like, this isn't my hometown. I do it other places.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
I don't want
to. This is something that we would just talk. They would be,
But again, if I come across something that I feel like it needs to be documented, just like I said, SWAT team pulling over a civilian in an unmarked car with 4 other cruisers.
Yeah,
They drove by me like what? The uniformed police officer. You know what I mean? That's just why I found it bizarre.
We have plainclothes guys sometimes that do stuff. He wasn't acting in his SWAT capacity at the time. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what caught my eye.
Because he had the shirt on. I mean, he's not in SWAT gear.
No.
So, I mean, the shirt.
But that's what caught my eye, to see, 3 marked unit and an unmarked unit, and then I turn around and there they are, and he's the lead, and he's the one that's interacting with the person.
Yeah.
I find that bizarre. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not.
It's not bizarre?
No. It's not.
Can you explain that? How?
Because he made the stop. So why would it be bizarre if he was interacting?
But why do you need 4 cop cars for a traffic stop?
Well, because people don't know. They don't necessarily need 4 cars, but people might have been in the area. They might have came by. I don't know if they called for backup. I don't know. I don't know what the situation was.
It was an old guy,
It depends.
probably like 60 or 70 years old.
I don't know.
Didn't look like he was harmful.
Yeah.
But
as far as this goes, they would be verbally counseled. That's what the. You know what I mean?
Because I don't want them to retaliate against me. Next time they see me, they'll pull me over and, oh, you have a brake light, let me give you a ticket.
No,
They'll pull me over because they couldn't identify me.
No.
And they wanted to identify me, so I don't want them to just, next time they see me, they'll retaliate against me. You know what I mean? I don't want that. So
No, I wouldn't.
please let your officers that if I do see something, I'm going to record it. Just like you guys say, see something, say something.
Yeah, that's your
I
right,
see something, I'm going to document it.
Yeah,
You know what I
fine.
mean?
It's very common now. So.
Okay. So you guys don't wear your names, even though in the chapter 41, section 98 says that you guys must display a name as well as have an identification card upon request to show it to the public upon request.
Yeah, I mean, people are supposed to have their identification card.
Police card, right? Not obviously not driver's license.
Right,
yeah.
of course. But this is, I believe, this satisfies whatever.
Not necessarily.
Yeah,
I mean,
that would be something you'd have to take up with the.
Is it the chief or is it the mayor's office or?
Yeah, I don't even know, but I know we're not the only ones that don't have their names displayed.
But that doesn't mean it make it right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
above my head. You know what I mean? So
I understand.
don't make the uniform.
No, I just had, I just had to do the same thing with the Revere parking clerks, and I'm right before this pandemic happened.
Yeah.
They were, walking around with regular uniforms, and I had to go to the mayor's office and address that issue.
Yeah.
They used to drive regular cars when John Henry was here.
Mm-hmm.
and now they got Jim Rose, and you know, I took it up to the mayor's office, and then they ended up buying those 4 electric cars.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're aware, when they used to drive their regular vans, walk around with plain clothes and just giving people all tickets, you don't even know if they work for the city or not.
Oh, yeah.
But they kept telling me, you know, oh, the car broke, so
Yeah.
they can use their personal vans instead of those Crown Victorias that they used to drive. But eventually it took like 3 or 4 months, but then they ended up buying 4 electric cars, and that's what they've been using now.
Yeah.
And obviously I've never seen them since then wearing regular plain clothes. They always wear their uniform. But they're still saying that badge is enough. But they say because people attack them and they can, you know, get their names, da-da-da-da. But I'm still in the process of making sure that they do wear name tags. Because I just, like, this is very close. But the one that these officers has were just, like I said, they're like tags. They're not actual badges. So they don't have, it almost seems like they came with the uniform. So they don't have an ID, a badge number on them. So if you don't have a badge number and you don't have a name tag, you have neither, you still fail to identify. There's no reason for me to be here wasting your time. This is a waste of resources. For me to be here and have to deal with you, I could have just came in here, got my complaint forms, wrote them out, send them to you, or Internal Affairs or whoever's in charge, with my return email address, and we could have dealt with it that way. But here I am, you know, showing you, excuse me, having to show you the pictures and wasted, you know, a good 30 minutes of your time and my time.
Yeah. That's all right. But here you go. Here's this information.
Thank you. So you said that the Internal Affairs will not be involved in a case like this?
No.
Regardless if the, you know.
I was overwhelmed with the amount of support that I got from this video, and the amount of people that actually sent an email. It was a ton of you guys. I really appreciate it. But I can't get over the fact that this dude is telling me that we can't talk to Internal Affairs, and he's gonna handle it by telling him what I said. That's not enough. Like, we need an actual investigation going on. And I really need you guys to send emails again saying that a lieutenant is not in charge of just taking complaint forms. The reason why we have Internal Affairs is for us to be able to deal with Internal Affairs directly.
Okay. Are you gonna follow up with me, or no? You're just gonna talk to them and I should just take your word for it?
Yeah, I would just talk to them. This something like this, I wouldn't follow up with you.
You wanna follow up, so this is...
No. I mean, I'm gonna talk to them. I don't know what the follow-up would be for, you know.
Well, for it not to happen again.
I mean, I can if you'd like that. I mean,
I would like to get their side of the story, because obviously there's always 2 sides of the story. They're gonna tell their side of the story, and I want to be able to, you know, hear why they didn't do what they were supposed to do.
all right. I mean, it's not. This isn't gonna go back and forth.
I mean,
as far as this, I'm just gonna tell them that you're supposed to identify yourself. Next time, do it, because I don't want to deal with it again. So it's not gonna be like, it doesn't really matter right now at this point. You know what I mean?
Do you have a contact information? I can email you the video.
Yeah.
And you can see it, and then
let me
you again, there's always 2 sides of the stories.
I mean, the video would help, but like I said, I mean, as far as just not identifying themselves, that's something I can talk to them. If there's more extensive, you know, stuff going on.
Yeah, but also if you can address the fact that they can't tell me that you can't record civilians, because that's wrong. I won't be able to record a stop.
Yeah, but I will, that's my email, so I'll take a look at the, anything you have to send me.
I'll send the video to you. Like I said, it's going to go on YouTube, and it's not going to make the department look good. I talked to Captain Mangino, and I do have everybody's badge numbers. I just don't know who's who.
That's his ID. We have ID and badge number, but that's the computer ID number. So.
Okay. All right.
We're getting away from not the badge numbers, but as far as us, we use a computer ID number, it's easier for us.
Well, a lot of times you ask officers for their badge number and they're like, oh, I don't have one. Then you have to say ID number. Instead of them just saying, you know, I don't have a badge, here's my ID number. No, I don't have a badge number, just so they can answer your question, but they don't necessarily answer your question.
I got you. What's your YouTube channel?
So I try to keeping them accountable is what it was supposed to be, but that was taken. So my channel is Keeping Them Liable.
Keeping Them Liable. Okay.
Yes, I haven't been doing it for long, but my channel is growing pretty big. I have good content. I don't try to disrespect nobody. I'm not the type of people that go out and they instigate. You get what you give from me. I start off respectful. I give you your 15 feet as the Supreme Court ruled. I give you your space to conduct your business. Let me conduct mine. We won't have an issue. But when you come at me wrong, then my mouth gets dirty as a response. But I don't initiate any issues. You know what I mean? But I respect police officers, the good ones I respect. But the ones like these two, I have no respect for. These two get people in trouble.
Oh, it should be, man.
Yes, and you guys don't do body cams, right?
No.
Working on it at all?
Not that I've heard of. I don't know. I think that we.
Are you up?
I guess it depends what Boston would do, and then go from there. I don't know.
Middlesex, is it?
We're in Suffolk.
Are you up for it?
Yeah, I think it would help us.
Yes, I think
for the
so
most
too.
part. And then if
situations like this, so that
yeah.
again, I can edit the video, I can edit, and I can. But when it's raw, and you guys have a copy of it, you can see it.
Yeah.
So if somebody comes to you, files a complaint, you can actually see what really happened.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Lieutenant. I appreciate your time.
All right.